can see where the conflict of you say that you're indefinitely right, and then other religions will.
It can't be more than one source. You know, like the word God, it can't be more than one source of anything.
Yeah. I see where you're saying with that. So that's why you're saying there can only be one God, because there can only be one source of creation. But like my whole thing against religion is there's too many people out there who abuse it for hatred and war and greed.
Don't use that as an excuse to stop you coming to the truth and having your sins forgiven, because then you're going to let that lead you to hell.
I've accepted in my head, when I die, if I meet everyone after it, heaven, hell, or in another life, or if I become a plant, if I could become a creature, if I end up in another universe, whatever happens when I die, that's what happens. I'm just going to accept when I die. I have the hope that I'll meet the people that I love after I die. That's my belief.
The Bible says it's
that I will meet all the people that I love in my afterlife.
God's word says it's a terrifying thing to stand before Him when you die. It's not going to be, there'll be regrets, there'll be weeping and gnashing of teeth when God throws you into hell for all eternity. There's no escape. No friends in hell, no family in hell.
If I was accepted in heaven, and my family was in hell, I'd go to hell.
Well, you don't know
what would you do? What would you do if all your family was in hell and you were going to go to heaven? Would you accept God in heaven and accept you being a good person, or would you go for your family in hell?
Well, only a Christian could say this.
You'd say that they've sinned.
No, well, I pray for my family. I share the truth with them. None of them are Christian yet, but I pray that God will save them. I can't save them. I can't make them Christian, and I trust God. He knows. So
can you still go to heaven if you don't believe in God?
Not if you don't believe in the one true God.
Can you still go to hell if you don't believe in God? Because then you wouldn't believe in the devil.
Well, the devil doesn't rule in hell. The devil's his place. Hell is his place of punishment.
But if I don't believe in God, I'll instantly go to hell.
Well, if you're not born again, Jesus said you must be born again. Your heart is by nature, because you've got a corrupt nature, a sinful nature. You've got a cold, stony heart that hates God and hates the truth. And
you don't even know me.
I know. It's told me about everybody, and I know what I was like. And so everything in you will reject the truth that we're sharing with you today, until God changes your heart. He gives you a new heart with new desires, so that you become a new person. That's what happened to me 16 years ago. If you knew me before, I was very prideful, very I loved self and lived for self and pleasure and all. So I was very prideful.
See, I don't do that. I literally live to try and help other people.
Well, that's a good, noble thing. Many people do that. I mean, the Roman Catholic missionaries do that. But that doesn't mean that you're right with God. The only thing that's going to make you right with God is what Jesus did on that cross. God requires the shedding of blood for your sin. And Jesus Christ died on that cross to save people like you and me. He died on that cross. He paid their price on that cross. He drank their hell. And he shed his precious blood so that people like you and me can be forgiven. All of your sin, it doesn't matter what you've done in your entire life, all your secret stuff that I don't need to know that God knows. All of it, the slate can be wiped clean if you put your faith and trust in what Jesus did on that cross. And so it's like this one. When you die, and you're going to die, same as I'm going to die, when you die and stand before God, and he says to you, Glenn, look at all your sin, all your lies, all the filthy thoughts, all the things you did in secret, shows you all of it. And you know you're guilty. And he says, how can I let you into my heaven? That's not going to happen. It's hypothetical, but supposing he did that, and you'd say, well, I was nice, I'd done all that good stuff for people. You say, but without the shedding of blood, there's no forgiveness. What do you do with my son? And so that's the wrong answer, what you would say there. So what's the right answer? You stand before God, and he shows you all your sin, and he says, Glenn, how can I let you into heaven? Look at all your sin. You're going to hell. How can I let you in? And you say, because of what Jesus did on that cross. And that's true saving faith. And if your faith and trust is in him on that cross, you're a Christian. You're saved. And your eternal destiny is set. And nothing can change it. That's good news. He died for all those who will, if you confess with your mouth, believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you'll be saved. Good news, Glenn. That's the truth. That's what I'm preaching today, man.
Yeah, no, fair play. Like I say, I've got nothing against anyone preaching anything. It's just my whole thing with religion is just how it's used by certain people. It's a touchy thing because there's so many religions and so many conflicting views, and then it creates war and conflict.
Like Dean said, you don't let that you don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Just because it's bad, it doesn't mean that it